Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Deer Hunter DVM coming to you from Super Bowl Sunday. It's right at 12 noon, and we're getting ready to kind of go in and just check out a couple pieces of timber here that I need some more information on. Really, I'm doing turkey scouting today versus looking for shed antlers. I don't feel like messing with it quite yet. It's not quite time for us here in Illinois. I've got another trail camera review coming up for you, and this one is an El Cheapo, to borrow a Bob Barker euphemism. I just purchased 3 trail cameras from the Walmart at $21 a camera, believe it or not. It's right there. 21 bucks for a Tasco 8 megapixel trail camera. This trail camera boasts a quick and easy setup, 8 megapixels, 720p video with 1 second trigger speed, 50-foot flash range, 6-month battery life, date and timestamp on images, and it runs on 8 AA's, and it takes up to a 32 gigabyte SD card. So for $21, for 21 bucks, there it is right there, 21 clams. How do you how do you get any cheaper than that when it comes to the trail camera? That's absolutely bargain basement El Cheapo. So, just real quick review. I've got 3 of these cameras here, and I plan on doing a battle of the El Cheapos. I've got my eye on a Browning Bulletproof 2 that's about a $40 camera that runs on 4 AA's, and I'm going to snatch one of those and put these 2 cameras side by side in a battle of the El Cheapos and see simply how many images that I can get on a set of batteries between the 2 as a good gauge of general performance. I think that's a fair way of performing or comparing performance, so to speak. And I may actually do a comparison in video mode as well, so we'll find out once I decide to. But I'm saving one of these back to do a comparison analysis there, just for the fun of it. Let's go through the specs of the camera real quick. Right out of the box, it's really actually not a bad little design. There is no gimmick wire between your battery supply and your motherboard that runs the camera. So the housing, the clamshell is simply just a door here. The guts of the camera are actually housed pretty nicely. You can see there's a couple of screws on top and bottom there that seal the camera up tight. So longevity-wise here should be fairly decent for the design itself. One thing I do like about it, even though I despise having a full clamshell door with double latches, the latches here aren't bad. They're not good. They're pretty cheap, but for $21 a camera, hell, it's gonna be. One thing I do like about it, though, I don't know if you can see that very well, and pull back a little bit, but you see how the door design is recessed right here? I actually like that better than a flat marriage to the gaskets. There is a flat, see how it's a bit recessed and has a flange like an awning over. That's actually pretty decent here. The gasket seal around the door is actually pretty beefy, and it's about a 1/16 of an inch thick. It's actually pretty decent right along in here. It marries up nicely, and when you snap these latches, there's no big gaps around your hinges of the door there. It actually snaps up pretty tight, so that's decent. Go into the guts of the camera. Let's drop the battery tray real quick and take a look at it. Here is a problem I ran into already. This battery tray is ultra chintzy when it comes to these little guys right here. These little tabs that hold in your batteries. I actually bent the shit out of one when I was just simply installing the batteries out of the package for the first time. So you got to be careful with that. But that is definitely a sign of just a little bit of cheapness. But the battery design tray is actually pretty similar to most other cameras of their size and stature here. It actually fits pretty nicely, nice and snug forming to the batteries. Your contact points here are nice and snug in there, decent, and it actually marries up pretty nice with the gasket seal on the bottom here. It actually goes in pretty snug. Another good feature about this camera that I was surprised to see for $21 is that little guy right there. Nice little 1/4-inch mounting lug that you can put it on like a stick and pick or other brand of aftermarket camera mounts, kind of get them off the tree. That's always a good technique to help reduce moisture egress. While we're talking about mounting, let's talk about the strap here real quick. This strap that it comes with, it is El Cheapo design. Very, very minimal thought went into this thing. It's just got that classic, quote, cam buckle design. Super flimsy webbing. That stuff is no good. I might actually just use a stick and pick on these little guys. It does have a couple of mounting holes here for cable locks. But for a $21 camera, are you really going to spend $40 on cable locks? Probably not. But again, a decent beefy design here, especially. I do like that mounting lug. That's a good option here, and a good option to have on one of these little cameras. You're also getting a fairly decent camera in the way of like overall programmability here. It's got an aim function here. You turn that sucker on and watch it light up. That's no good. It says error right out of the package. That's bad. That's literally the first time I've turned it on. That is not good. That is terrible. And it doesn't bode well for a impartial review. It's going to do a countdown sequence there to start your camera. So that's decent. Why is it not? Okay. So, again, this trail camera card is not liking this camera. It says full. It's not full. It's been formatted. Going to have to work on that. So, already, $21 bugs out of the package. That is not a good thing. Let's go to the other model here, and we'll work on this one. Let's see what he wants to do with it. Let's turn him on and go to the aim function there, and it's wanting to do it, so that's a good thing. It's supposed to be showing me an aim light right there, and it's really not. So so far not so good here. Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay, so aim function, John Cena, there it goes. Super, yeah, there it goes. It's okay, so it's not too bad. All right, turning it on, goes through a countdown stage, 10 seconds to get out of the way before it explodes and goes boom. So that's a good thing. Go back to your aim function here to be able to program it, and you just basically cycle through it like this. It's pretty simple design. Set time and date. You can select for 3 pictures versus 1 and video there. Pretty simple design here, really. So let's turn it off. Let's troubleshoot that other camera. Let's get them out into the timber. I don't like the idea of one having trouble already out of the box formatting to a camera card. That is always tricky. And see, now it says it's good to go. Now it's good to go. See, already showing me problems out of the box. That's bad, Tasco. You're on trial here. So anyway, man, you do also get a headphone jack, it looks like, and like a USB plug-in gimmick. I don't know why trail camera companies make these stupid things anymore, because like, who is legitimately sitting there and plugging things into their camera? I mean, there's no sense in it. It's just an extra spot for moisture egress to occur. I wish they would just do away with that crap. That doesn't make any sense to me. Your PIR sensor, a little little soft and spongy right there, and it is exposed to your elements, so that is going to be probably the weak point of this camera right there. You know, that and the glass plastic, super flimsy, top and bottom, that goes over your LED screen and your camera lens. So I don't know, you know, for $21, what can you expect here? Not too much. So let's go take these El Cheapos and go set them out. I'm actually going to put these in turkey roosting locations on the ground very low, so I can put them through their paces. I'm probably going to put one on video mode and one on still mode, just for the fun of it. And let's just see what kind of performance we've got. So I am going to do a battle of the El Cheapos later with probably the Primos Bulletproof 2, again, which is about a $40 camera. You know, and again, if you can buy, and that's another thing we'll talk about, if you can buy $11 worth of batteries and $5 worth of a trail camera card, you know, that's 16 bucks. You know, you're approaching, to fuel it for the year, you're approaching the cost of a new one on clearance at good old the Walmart. So anyway, just thought I'd go through the pluses and minuses of that camera here, and let's get busy. I'll see you guys on the other side. As always, thank you for being with me. I'm happy to be with you. Deer Hunter DVM signing out.